But I am also gay for real. So it's just like,
What does that mean, Jaidyn?
I mean, you know, I might go on a date with some
So it seems as though Blueface being secured in prison is as yet insufficient for him to quit fooling his child mothers, since he just went off on Jade and Alexis for going all bi-inquisitive while he's spoiling in prison. This came after he called Jade from prison and began going off on her for getting into a relationship with her new boo, Jocelyn Morris. Presently, granted, she had proactively unloaded him weeks before he was even captured. Blue is frantic, pungent that Jade and Krishna are out there carrying on with their best lives without him, and it's making him insane. John, right now, Jade could have to consider documenting a limiting request since this is going crazy. As the majority of you definitely know at this point, Blueface has been in prison for 2 or 3 weeks. He transformed himself into the Rent and is supposed to remain secured until the late spring of this current year. Assuming all of you recollect, Blue caused problems in October of 2022 when he was blamed for focusing on a man beyond Los Angeles' greatest strip club, since that man poked some fun at his vehicle. He later conceded to the charges and was condemned to 3 years of probation and requested to pay the club their $13 million in penalties. Regardless of all the implicating proof against him, Carissa attempted to transform what is happening into a bizarre show for some clout when she hopped on her IG stories and faulted Jade and Christian for placing him in prison, despite the fact that his court records made it exceptionally clear he was getting captured for conflicting with the guidelines of his probation. She said, "Master, our heart's petitioning God for Jonathan Jade and got him one charge, Rock got him the other, one that abused the other. That is the reason it's so tranquil. Everybody currently comprehends the reason why I didn't maintain that they should be together on the grounds that guardians need the best for their youngsters. I love them all. However, not together supplicating everybody pays attention to their folks." Presently, Jade hadn't arrived for this, and she applauded back at Carissa in a tweet that said, "Carissa, for hell's sake, shut the phone now." Concerning Blueface, TMZ uncovered that he's simply permitted to leave his phone for 7 hours per week, during which he's permitted to enjoy a few sporting exercises and associate with different prisoners. However, rather than doing that, it seems as though Blue appreciates utilizing those 7 hours to settle on telephone decisions to his child mothers and drive them up the wall. He hit Jade up to apologize to her for how terribly he treated her during their relationship, and surprisingly, told her that he was enamored with her.
Hey, I love it here. Acting is cracking. It's the only place you can look over and not go to jail for it. Because I'm already in jail for it. Oh, that's my crib, man. Hey, I love you, girl. You know I'm going to be home soon. Way before the... So, yeah, let them know I said that. Ask why. And ain't no soldier boy. Everybody with the everybody with the full-fledged. Ain't nobody here talking about some... Oh, no. Oh, the address. Please.
Presently, this is where things got genuinely fascinating in light of the fact that right after he did this, he likewise chose to hit up Christian and tell her exactly the same thing. Christian didn't put the call on impact like Jade did. However, she most certainly continued live and pummeled Blue for calling her. She said she was not generally keen on anything he had continuing and was truly befuddled concerning why he felt agreeable enough to call her in any case.
I don't like this. Like, what's up with... Like, they get locked up and then they get to calling you acting like it was a different story before they went up in there. Like, how the f*** you even know what's going on the vlog? Oh, you was getting ready to ask me to be your girlfriend. What are you talking about, bro? Like, you was, bro. They could put out one thing and receive another. Like, that's not what you've been putting out. Like, how the f*** is you calling me from that jail with information? Like, who's reporting back to you? And y'all know, like, my BD, you feel me? So it be so annoying. First of all, make up your mind. What the I'm not finna be keep what? I popped the tooth back in. What the?
Yet, in spite of Jade and Christian obviously not being keen on him any longer, he's actually hung up on them, and it seems as though he has his consideration more on Jade, and since she's over here carrying on with her best life, dating a lady. Presently, for those of you who didn't have any idea, Jade has been investigating somewhat more, and as of late uncovered that she was gay. She said she generally realized she felt weak at the knees over ladies, however never got to investigate that side of her on the grounds that the main individual she had at any point dated in her life up to that point was Blue. Notwithstanding, after they separated, she's been getting increasingly more into ladies, and she's been appreciating it more than anything she had with Blueface.
Going on dates?
No, I've never been on a date with no other man.
Really?
Literally, I've never sat down at dinner. I've never been to the movies. None of that.
So you've never been curious to know?
I mean, we're all curious.
Yeah.
We're all curious. But I just never, it was never enough for me to be like, yeah, let's do that. Mm-hmm. It was just never enough for me. I just never saw the point. Or I never really saw the point. Like, it was like, what are we doing? Like, what is that going to do for me?
Right.
I don't know. But I am also gay for real. So it's just like,
What does that mean, Jaidyn?
I mean, I might go on a date with some of these. Like, I might be on, I do.
Is that what you was doing?
Yeah, that's what I do. I do that.
Okay.
I mean, shit.
Okay.
I'm not, I love me a good female.
Okay, still? Or no?
I mean, yeah. No, I mean, like, I'm just saying, like, I got my little roster up or something.
Furthermore, in the event that you didn't have any idea, Jade has really been reputed to date the YouTuber Jocelyn Morris. She powered those dating reports when she showed up in a lot of Jocelyn's YouTube recordings. They've additionally gone on a few dates together and have even been seen making out openly. Whenever they first were at any point spotted, kissing was the point at which they were in the club. The second time they were seen making out was additionally in the club, and Jade seemed as though she was turned up, moving and drinking, every so often connecting up with Jocelyn. And keeping in mind that everyone was around here lauding Jade for continuing on and putting all the BS behind her, Blue was pungent in light of the fact that a call as of late spilled of him going off on Soulja Kid for talking on him. Be that as it may, rather than him restricting the call to Soulja, he then, at that point, began going in on Jade for supplanting him with a lady. He called Jade the F-slur and continued endlessly about how no one can take his weenie from him. This man was simply talking insane and getting out whatever struck a chord on the telephone.
Hey, the same as the crib. Oh, that's why. Talking high power, ain't never been on high power. I'm on a 3100 foot. Still the gore, top the dosing, that's why. Come on, cuz. You probably should not trust me, because I am not a trustee in this one. I don't know why I told you out there popping it. Anything happening in jail, he can type in the jail. We already heard Cuz was in here on PC. Yellow jumpsuit, eating applesauce and Lunchables and shit. I'm in here already. Yeah, alright. Well, that's so, yeah, I know all my out there being this regular though. Remember this, young black kings. They might take it to freedom, cuz. They might take it to but they can't ever take my, that's why I got my in my hand right now. Still your crib, dude. Bye.
So, as may be obvious, Blueface is clearly flipping out in there. He realizes Christian and Jade are currently over him for genuine this time, and he's frantic to get them back to where he had them previously. Presently, to the surprise of no one, individuals have their own feedback to give, and they burned through no time and popping off via web-based entertainment. One individual said he's the main man Jade has been with, yet Blueface let notoriety draw out the most obviously awful in him. Jade isn't posting him or showing backing, and that is interesting. She posted Jocelyn on her Instagram. Most certainly, something is going on. Someone else said, "As I said, this won't change him. Master, I thought we were getting a break from the carnival while he was no more. You can't make this up." And the bizarre go on with the instigator at a commission. However, presently, I need to understand your thought processes. What is your take on Blue going off on Jade for dating ladies?